And we are live with a demonstration. That's right, we're back on a relatively consistent basis, I hope.
Here's hoping. We've set aside 2 days a week. We're hoping to do 2 days a week, though this week is going to be a little odd because Frontiers is coming out.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't talk
right.
about Forces.
We don't talk about Forces unless it's the Forces track from Berserk 1997.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, we're on a demonstration. Joining me is Jordan,
what's up?
and we're playing this game Elementallis.
I'd say Elementalis.
From the outset of the trailer I saw, this looks to be a Zelda game of the kind of mold that Oracle of Ages and Seasons were. Have you played those games?
I actually have. I never beat them though, so I'm not gonna
Right.
be like I am a Zelda super fan, but I do have a Game Boy Color and I do have Oracle of Seasons, not Ages.
Okay. Well, this game seems to have some kind of element manipulation stuff that feels of the same DNA as that. So, but that's just from the trailer I've seen. We'll have to play the game to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this seems to be a Zelda-esque game, which will be nice. And for the name, I'm just gonna go with our abbreviation channels, or abbreviation of the channel, OCG.
I'm good with that. OCG. We might start using that in more videos. That works.
Possibly, depending on how the name of font. Look at that! Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
All right, start game.
Only you could be a little boy, then you'd be Aga.
Yeah. This world is a magical and confusing one. The elements from our world. All that you see, everything there is, contains the elements. Even that weird floating clover, stop looking at me. The crackling fire, the flowing water in the river, the grass you walk on, these are all elements possessing form. The elementals, creatures that can acquire the power of the elementals. Okay, so these are all just little creaturas.
Yeah, though I will say it is honestly kind of odd the way the pedal, sucks into itself.
It's meant to imply, wind motion.
Oh, I know. It's just that's a really weird way that looks. Oh, they can lose their powers and they become crystalline orbs.
Yeah. They become orbs of pondering. Babe, I'm coming over. You better not have drained our elemental pet of power and begun pondering its orb. Studying and learning the elements without rest. Okay, so there may be a... yep. Okay, there's an evil force taking the elemental abilities from the natural world.
Okay, makes sense.
For some sinister purpose. And
Sinister
the fault...
purpose.
Oh, and the fault lies with your parents. Oh. So main character's parents are the ones that seem to have caused this.
Cool.
From the sounds of it. Oh, this feels nice.
Looks pretty good. You're breaking jars like a real Chad.
Yup. Advice for the demo. You can pick up and throw pots with A. Already got that. Advice for the demo. You can push blocks moving towards them. Right. So yeah, very reminiscent of the 2D Zelda games of Yonder.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that was the right move.
Maybe not.
And I can't exit. You do
I
that.
doubt you soft locked yourself this early.
No, they wouldn't be that mean.
No.
Have you ever soft locked yourself in a game?
Yes, I have multiple times with different games.
What's
I can't remember one off the top of my head right now. It's because we're recording really late. But there is a PS2 game in my collection, and right now it's in storage because I've been getting ready to move. But, yeah, I remember playing it a lot as a kid, and never beat it to this day, because I literally got to a point where, I think I was, saving right before a boss battle, it auto-saved, had no healing items because I didn't know it was coming up. And I'm like at a quarter health.
Ah.
So
So one of those classic soft blocks where it's like you couldn't get away to get more healing stuff, and then...
yeah, and it was
Yeah.
just... you got this really challenging opponent you're not equipped for.
Oh, I do have a sword.
So I could probably get good and have done it, but like 11-year-old Jordan, not that good.
Yeah. I get that. Well, not so much like a soft block. Sounds like you just kind of hit a wall.
Yeah, I mean, is it feasible? Maybe, but...
Is it recommended to do it the way you were doing it? No.
oh, hell no.
To
And then,
Albrig?
yeah, there's been a few games where it's like a glitch or something before save essentially stopped me from progressing.
Okay.
Then I couldn't beat it. Actually, the first time I played System Shock 2, I pretty much soft-locked myself.
Oof.
Because I went full mage melee build and had nothing in guns. And just at a certain point, you have to hack to actually, like, do certain things in the game. Or I forget how it happened. But right after battling the freaking, like, monsters in the flesh pit, I just literally could barely get through doors or anything else because everything I did was just to build magic and melee.
Wow.
So I could survive. But I had no other survival skills than beating things over the head with a crystal club and throwing fireballs and making walls so that I wouldn't die because I had like no health.
Just like a D&D campaign where you're the barbarian set in a universe that's far more magically inclined. It's like party of all casters and the one barbarian, it's set in a world where you're kind of needing to be a caster.
Exactly. Or if you even got like the Conan world where, yeah, magic is essentially like something you would highly distrust, but you have no choice now but to use it.
However, the others look at me suspiciously. There's something I know. I'll keep the map here safe as warning in case something happens to me. Okay. Oh my god,
No, I love these menus, yeah.
I love this. This is so cute. So yeah, you got your heart pieces, mana shards, simple shield, elemental apprentice armor, or an elementalist apprentice armor, and iron sword.
Yeah.
This is nice. This is very charming so far.
Mm-hmm.
Advice for the demo. Open the map. That's the map. Okay.
Okay. Okay, it's cool that it gives you like a full dungeon view.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, we've got ourselves some elves that are apparently the ones in charge of the temple, as it were. So the metal one, the edge one, the forge one, and the lava one. So pretty much aspects of forging, I guess, or experts of forging.
All based on metallurgy.
Yeah. Although it might be unfortunate that one is referred to as the edging one.
Well, it is No Nut November.
Yeah. Unfortunate naming convention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's cute. The little death cloud has an X on. Is like a skull and X on it. Skull and crossbones.
It does the little boo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. This is so nice. This is cute. Use the shield to protect you with left bumper. Okay. Well, so far I'm loving this a lot. I'm reminded very much of things like Link to the Past and the other classic top-down Zelda games. Granted, I didn't exactly get as into the Zelda games until the 3D stuff, because I was like a late 90s kid.
I mean, same. I get that.
So any amount of 2D Zelda stuff I've had is stuff I had to experience via retro stuff, or being as obsessed with Zelda Minish Cap as I am.
Mm.
Yeah, I like this so far. This is cute.
Yeah, it is a pretty cool game.
Where is it gonna pop up? There we go. Ow. I have to wonder if you'll get other techniques for your sword.
Maybe. I mean, I imagine being Zelda inspired, eventually you will be able to charge it.
Right. Alright, what have we got? A key. This seems to be my end. All the keys here only open the doors within the temple. I can't get out. I've been betrayed. They locked me inside. I'll die as a martyr, but I don't want to die. Abakuk. Abakuk?
Abakuk.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
But yeah, so far this plays really nicely. And the sword could be a bit longer, but I think that might be an upgrade that I may get.
Maybe.
Or the final game may provide. So I'm not going to be too harpy on about it.
Yeah.
Especially since from the trailer, as I said, you look like you get elemental powers of a type. So
True. I imagine your little buddy will eventually start, like, picking up on elements, and you can use that to enhance your attack or something.
yeah. Or you get items that cause you to be able to use elemental abilities.
Yeah.
Let's see, what's this way? Uh-huh.
The chest.
And
some nuts.
Father Abakuk, I failed you. I knew the council had tricked you. What I wasn't expecting is to die here as well. I wanted to avenge you. And I only met my demise. So something happened here that didn't turn out very well.
Yeah, especially for the Abakuk guy.
Yeah. So what I imagine is main character's parents probably started wiping out these masters of elements to gain power of some kind, and then just this is the aftermath of everything.
Yeah.
What Zelda games have you played? Just curious.
Played around with the original, and I'll be honest, I've never even really tried to beat it. It's just such a open to interpretation type of game, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people call it a guide game for a reason. Like a lot of those classic NES games that are like, it's a little, like you kind of need a guide to understand what where you're going and what you're doing, so that way you can
need to call the Nintendo helpline.
Yeah, or the classic thing of a 9-year-old game facts forum, you know?
Yeah. So I've played that. I've beaten Zelda 64. The first one is
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time. I've actually never played any version of Majora's Mask.
I played the version of that was released on the GameCube, but I never finished it. And, you know, as GameCube copies are going to get more expensive now, I imagine that Zelda collection of is going to be, like, super lucrative to find.
Yeah. I did never beat, Wind Waker.
That's my favorite one.
I know that is your favorite one. I was borrowing it from one of my friends as a kid. You know, we were kids, so eventually just took the game back.
Yeah.
So it was cool for a weekend.
You couldn't be that one kid that borrows a game and then forgets to return it for 20 years.
Yeah, no, I returned it like after the weekend, and it was cool. Like I remember getting to like the first tower with your sister, and like there's a giant bird on top, and it was cool.
Yeah, it's aged really well.
It really has. Thinking on it, played Twilight Princess, got stuck in the water temple. I'll say it. I think the water temple in Twilight Princess is worse than the one in Ocarina of Time.
Water temples in those games seem to kind of be not as fun.
No, they definitely aren't. I just feel like for some reason the claw shot and like the central stair mechanic was harder for me to get and understand than like the multi-level just raise the water, go down to this level mechanic in Ocarina. Like,
yeah,
I found Ocarina a lot easier to grasp than Twilight, but I know that's kind of a hot take.
Yeah, I mean, you are nothing if not the hot takes guy on this channel.
Yeah, like that's one I can openly admit to being a bit of a hot take, but I just say my brain's weird, and that's one where it's like, yeah, I just have a differing opinion, but I actually got stuck there and never beat Twilight Princess.
Well, if it ever
I
gets
feel like I
re-released...
soft locked it somehow. Like it was something with the target, and then there was like no way to go back with the claw shot, and I was just like stuck in like a room or something. I'm like, well, I'm fucked.
Well, if it ever gets re-released on Switch alongside Wind Waker, stares at camera, you know, like, surely.
Yeah.
Anyway, found another note. I'm starting to consider the temple my own home. Nulfer and the others have stopped coming. They don't allow anyone inside. Their jealousy has no limits. Does it hurt them so much that I was the chosen one? Okay. So there was somebody who kind of had a bit of a chosen one vibe, and they turned out to be Evol. I like this music too.
Oh yeah.
All right. So far, so good. But yeah, I didn't have any reference for how long this demo might be. I imagine it's just going to last as long as this temple, which...
Oh yeah, I imagine it's like first dungeon, and even then they're like demo exclusive help.
Yeah, demo exclusive help and everything, which is fine. I don't mind that.
Oh, your little boots of light.
Yeah, I like that. I imagine you might get an upgrade for him that lets him be a bit brighter.
Yeah, that would be pretty helpful.
But yeah, my Zelda history is a little... I would say probably not as wide as yours, because I never played the original Zelda, but yeah. I definitely finished...
I did play Four Swords. I beat that because the first 3DS I got had it downloaded from the eShop. So I did beat Four Sword on Virtual Console. I did have A Link to the Past for the SNES because I got into retro gaming in high school. I had an SNES and I bought it. Let me think. I also played Link to the Past because of SNES. And then it was one of the other... Oh yeah, Oracle of Seasons, because I literally bought a Game Boy Color off of one of my exes. And that was one of the games they had. And so I got that. It was like the Pikachu one. So I was like,
that's a good one to get.
Yeah, I was missing the backplate and like scuffed to all hell, but I was like, dude, if I'm ever gonna like customize a freaking Game Boy, that's the one.
Yeah.
Because that's 90s right there as hell.
Yeah, it is.
Game Boy.
That was a good mini boss. Smother,
that was pretty cool.
Smother the fire with shield and then you get close. Advice for demo: use the elemental ability with right trigger. Wait, I have one.
I have one.
Elementatium ore, extremely rare material or mineral. It is said that it was created when the elements formed the world. Health potion.
Or so, maybe.
From perceive fire within. How do I equip it?
I don't know.
I think I just accidentally used my healing potion. Oops. Well, I don't have the heal.
Well,
oh wait, I think I'm dumb. It's at the end here. Yep.
Okay.
I thought like, wait, do I already have it equipped? Did I need to solve a puzzle? Nope.
Womp, 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 womp.
Hey, now he's on fire now.
Now he can really light shit on fire and up and stop talking.
Yeah. Elemental imbued with fire. Use the power of element carefully. Right. No. Lava flowing. Anvil blow. Flame lives. So yeah. We have a rechargeable magic system. Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself with this. I could see myself playing a lot of
Just walked into the lava.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm enjoying myself. Suicide.
Yeah, you ever have one of those moments when you're playing a 2D Zelda and then just for some reason like you think you can kind of walk over something a little bit around the corner, and then you just can't.
Yeah, nah, I know what you're talking about. But that's honestly anything with overhead perspective, in my opinion.
Yeah, you just kind of go like, maybe the character sprite hovering over this one itty-bitty tiny pixel of lava wouldn't kill me. Oops.
Nah.
But that was on me, though. Fully.
Yep,
Much like me accidentally using the healing potion.
exactly.
I didn't realize, like, because it had the tutorial there, and I was like, oh, is it asking me to solve a lighting puzzle or something? Nope. Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, that's cool. It actually does light it up a little bit more with every...
Yeah, that's a puzzle that I remember in Minish Cap too. Which again, favorite handheld Zelda. Very
I haven't played Minish Cap. I need to play that one.
Minish Cap has a lot of nice stuff to it, and I love the pixel art in it. It's so nice and vibrant.
Oh, I did get to play. What's the one where like Link is in the dream world? There's a giant egg on the island.
Link's Awakening.
Okay, I did play the PC remake of Link's Awakening.
The
There's
PC
a fan
remake?
a few years ago, and Nintendo did a cease and desist, but they made a full one-to-one perfect remake of it when I was in high school, and I did download it. So
I gotcha.
that's actually how I played that game.
That, you know what? Understandable, considering I imagine not many people would want to spend the money to have to get the Switch remake, which isn't a bad remake from what I heard.
No, yeah,
but
it's not bad. It's just
it's a very small game for $60.
Yeah.
And not helping matters is that apparently the game, in terms of technical performance, doesn't exactly hit aces across the board, as it were.
Yeah, so
which
there is a PC port for those of you who are interested.
Yeah, which I'll say right here, I am not the kind of person that like outright rejects a game if it's not going to run at 60 FPS with perfect 4K and all that stuff. I'm not that. I'm not that inclined when it comes to wanting graphical fidelity. If a game doesn't look like a PowerPoint, and if it runs, and if it also doesn't, if it doesn't run like a PowerPoint or look like ass, then I'll be fine with it. You know, I can live with 720 resolution. I'm not that picky, but I will admit that if a game
PS2, so
yeah, I will admit that if a game chugs really hard, and judging from what I saw in terms of footage with that Link's Awakening remake, it had some moments of chugging. It had some frat boy getting over the keg stand, and people are chanting chug at it. So yeah, performance can vary, but I guess some people still prefer the Game Boy Color version or the PC version that Jordan just mentioned.
Yeah, it's like AM2R in case you don't want to play the remake on the 3DS.
Yeah, which, you know, if you want to get the 3DS remake, you might as well as soon as you can if you're a major Metroid fan, because Nintendo 3DS eShop will shut down next year. Yay! Yay! This is your reminder to get Fire Emblem Echoes on the 3DS as soon as you can.
This is your reminder that hacking a 3DS is not that hard.
It's not that hard. I can't take it anymore. I've destroyed them. Only I remain. I'll lock myself inside in the last room. I'll die as they wish. Okay, so something really weird happened here.
So yeah, we're fighting the cuckster in the last room.
Possibly. Or one of the survivors who went crazy.
Possible.
Oh wait, I didn't get to see what this is.
Oh yeah, there's a locked door there. Go inside.
Ooh.
Ooh.
4 to increase mana bar. There we go. But yeah, definitely worth exploring, as us Zelda fans know.
Oh yeah. Always explore when given the option.
And I'm guessing that takes me to the start of the dungeon, as as is the case with a lot of Zelda games, when it's like, here's a portal, and here's something that warps you outside, save if you want to grab a potion or something as a pick-me-up in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
What have we got here? My last journal entry. The elves have appeared to me. I'll be a martyr for the dwarves. They will worship me. This was their plan. I own the fire, but I can't get outside. May my children and my children's children remember this ignominy?
Ignominy.
Ignominy. No, it's ignominy.
No,
Because
ignominy.
it's an I. Yeah,
Oh.
ignominy. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so from the sounds of it, actually, the elves might have been the baddies because the dwarves came in, or the dwarves might have had this originally, and the elves were like, hey, we like that, yoink.
I mean, that does sound like a bunch of knife ears.
Yeah. Boss is a giant candle.
Was not expecting that.
There we go.
Fireball. Okay, so you had like 2 frames of like Super Slash there.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, not a fun enough idea for a fight. You light the wick to make him weaker. Ow!
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I could attack him when his health, or when he's, I could maybe attack him when he's, not lit. But,
Yeah.
but maybe having him lit, makes it so he's just remains for a few hits. Ah, thought I could stop him.
Almost.
There we go.
Now he's hopping a little more.
Yep.
There you go.
He's bouncing like on like one of those bouncy balls with the handles on them.
Yeah.
What have we got here?
You get a heart container.
Yeah, but what was with the candle?
I do not know.
You obtained a heart. Well, it's even called a heart container. Maximum life increased. Nice. What have we got? Fire element restored. Okay. So you're just restoring the elements, as it were. Alright.
Okay.
Well, this was cute. I really like this. This played very nicely, and the puzzles were just very reminiscent of the good old days.
This is true.
So overall, I like this. This is really nice. I'm glad we took the time to play this. Hopefully you all enjoyed yourselves watching the video. If you also liked what you saw, give this game a wish list on Steam. It's very nice. I really like it. If you like your classic Zelda, this definitely evokes that same feeling. So yeah, with that said, if you have any other demos you'd like to share with us, be sure to sound them off in the comments. And if you want to see future videos, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see when our videos are up. So
Heck yeah.
yeah, with that said, take care of yourselves, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Open Couch Gaming for more video game antics.